Okay, I think we can start. Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to our today's webinar. I'm Gabriel, the Business Development Manager at N-Progression. And today we will be discussing the upcoming April release of Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management. All webinar materials will be sent to our guests via email. Please don't need to worry about that. A few words about our today's agenda. First, we will cover new features, focus on inventory visibility feature, explain soft reservation functionality. After that, we will demonstrate a use case with a good demo. And also we will have a Q&A session where you can ask your questions. Please feel free to share your queries in the chat during the webinar. Yes, and now let me introduce our regular guests, Peter and Andrew. They are really big experts in Dynamics supply chain management platform with lots of experience. They are helping us get ready for new releases. They carefully review each release so we can promptly inform our clients about the changes and help them make the most of the benefits for their businesses. And now I'd like to hand the floor over to Andrew. Andrew, we will love to hear what you have to share with us. Please, Andrew, take the floor. Oh, Andrew, we don't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was unmuted.
Super.
Thank you, Gabriel. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our today's webinar. Today is April 11th, which means there are 3 days left until the official release of version 10.032 of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. According to the platform update plan, this will be the third of 7 releases in 2023. Customers who joined the first release program already have access to this version. As usual, the new release has some useful features that can bring additional value to your implementation. Let's briefly discuss the upcoming update. The assign shipments to related route segments feature brings correct freight cost up. Appointment for multi-segment scheduled routes with the inbound and outbound logistic process. This feature provides a fair and trusted foundation for the billing of freight cost and also reflects the cost of inbound freight in the material valuation of stock. The create and update containers in batch processing mode lets user add purchase order lines to new or existing shipping containers and then choose to apply the changes in batch mode. It allows you to perform container operations on large, numbers of purchase order lines included within a voyage in the background. The split cost type codes for multiple voyages in the vendor invoice journal makes it possible to allocate costs on a more granular basis. It can be useful if you need to have a detailed understanding of the costs associated with transportation of products, in case there are multiple voyages with multiple costs that are combined into one invoice delivered by one vendor. The custom label layouts and printing feature allows to create and use custom labels, which let users print labels for any type of data that you can stop for them. For example, you can print product labels, location labels, customer labels, and more. And the final feature, inventory visibility integration with soft reservation. In fact, the inventory visibility add-in was released in October 2021. Since that time, Microsoft added many new features to that product. The main idea of this add-in is to enable order management and point of sale systems to communicate directly with supply chain management to find and temporarily reserve requested inventory, thus helping to make sure the inventory can be delivered as promised. In the upcoming release, Microsoft added soft reservation from sales order feature. Let's discuss the inventory visibility add-in more thoroughly. The inventory visibility service is highly extensible because data input and output aren't restricted to Microsoft applications. External system can access the service through RESTful APIs. Additionally, because inventory visibility is built on Microsoft Dataverse, its data can be used to build and integrate with Power Apps. You can also use Power BI to create customized dashboards that meet your business requirements. The inventory visibility service can be scaled up and down, depending on your data volume. The scalability experience is mostly seamless, and it's conducted by the Microsoft platform team based on automatic detection and assessment of your transaction data volume. Also, the service provides you access to up-to-date inventory quantities at all times across all your locations and warehouses. So you can have real-time information about the quantity that is available for consumption. The allocation feature lets you protect and ring-fence your available on-hand stock for important channels, customer groups, or locations. The soft reservation lets you assign or flag specific quantities to fulfill an order or demand. Soft reservations take immediate effect. Therefore, they help prevent oversell situations by ensuring that your orders won't interfere with each other when they eventually reach the ERP system. This feature will be useful if sales requests or orders come to your business from one of more channels or data sources that are outside your Dynamics 365 supply chain instance. So let me pass the presentation to my colleague Peter. He will provide more details on the soft reservation feature and show how it works on particular examples. So Peter, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Andrew. Hello, everyone. Thank you for this brief overview about inventory visibility advantages. And our next slides, as well as our live demo, will be dedicated exactly to the soft reservation functionality, which is available since 10.033 version only. And for the beginning, let me follow throughout the list of preliminary activities and technologies we will use. So first of all, should go and sign into Azure Active Directory portal, register a new application, and add a client secret ID. During this, please make a note of application ID, tenant ID, and client secret ID, because you will need them a few moments later. As a second step, open the LCS, go to the project and configure a Dataverse environment on the Power Platform Integration tab if you don't have one so far. And be careful that only Dataverse environments that were created by using lifecycle services are supported. At the same tab in your project in LCS, click Install Add-in button and choose the inventory visibility from the list. It will ask you for the application ID and tenant ID you've noted on the first step. After Add-in installed, go to the supply chain management application and enable the feature inventory visibility integration with soft reservation on sales order line. You can find it in the feature management menu. Then go to the inventory visibility integration parameter and define the system's behavior during physical reservation in sales order. As usual, there are three options. You can choose option one to block the system. That means you might have a soft reservation previously to make a physical reserve in sales order. The next option would be warning. So system will provide you a warning message that you make physical reserve without soft reservation previously. And the last one would be ignore. So system will you make a physical reserve in order line without any warnings. My recommendations, by the way, is to use the block option. It will save you from overbooking. And we will see a little bit later on a use case how it really works. And so, as a final step, you should go to configure the inventory visibility application exactly. You can start it in your Power Platform portal or get the URL link in LCS and paste it to your browser. There are a lot of settings, such as reservation hierarchy, different data sources, and calculated measures. Of course, it was a really brief overview through the details, but most of them you can find in Microsoft Learn portal. However, if you will face any difficulties during installing or configuration process, please don't hesitate to contact with me. And now, to make our upcoming demonstration more comprehensible, let's look at an example firstly. What do we have to start with? First of all, we have our Dynamics 365 supply chain management application and any other external system to post customer orders. Those can be e-commerce, Power Platform application, web portal, or anything else that can use API integration. And we also have our Dataverse base with the inventory visibility application as a visual interface for it. And let's start our example. Let's imagine that we have on hand in our Dynamics 365 application 730 available physical amount of some product. One of our sales representative person had negotiations with potential customer and entered the request A to soft reserve 500 units using the Power Platform application, for example, on his smartphone. Inventory visibility updates after request A with 500 soft reservation and 230 still available amount. Another customer created request B for 200 pieces of the same product using our internet site, for example. And inventory visibility updates after request B with 700 soft reservation and 30 still available. Please pay attention that on hand available physical in Dynamics 365 supply chain management application, still 730 after both requests A and B. So available physical amount did not change. Then sales manager working in the main office got a call from the customer and created a sales order in supply chain management for 100 units. If the default soft reservation parameter is set to a block, then sales manager will not be able to reserve 100 physical without soft reservation previously. And the soft reservation will fail due to not enough quantity. Without soft reservation functionality, it will be possible to create a physical reserve in supply chain management, and one of the customer will faced with under delivery problem because of double booking. So as we see in this situation, soft reservation prevented when all external systems can make instant soft reserve from IP calls to inventory visibility, which provide a single source of truth for inventory availability. So now, when we already saw an example, let's start our live demo and go through the really close example with close amounts to understand it more clearly. During my demonstration, I will show some successful examples of soft reservation using IP requests and also using supply chain management application. So I will make soft reserve from sales order. Then I will show both examples failed because of lack number of products in stock. Also, I will make a short overview through the inventory visibility application. And maybe if you will have enough time, I will also provide how to make unreserve. Let's start, and I will switch my screen to the applications. So this is a Postman application, which I will use to simulate IP request from the external system. And for the beginning, I am sending a request for 500 units. Let's take a brief look through the text in request. As you can see, there are some parameters like organization ID. This is our legal entity code. The product ID I would like to make soft reserve for, and the list of dimensions. In our example, there was only 2 dimensions, site ID and warehouse ID, but you can make any dimensions hierarchy you want and use storage dimension and track dimensions as well. So I also changed the quantity number for 500 and send the request. Okay, so this line indicates that everything is okay and we made a soft reserve. Now let's go to the supply chain management application where I've prepared the sales order and try to make soft reserve from this application. Go to accounts receivable all sales order. I will open my sales order, the last one. And we can see 2 lines. First line with 200 amount and the second line with 100 amount of the same product. So let's start to make soft reserve for the first line. So our line, click inventory and then click soft reserve. So now you can see that not soft reserved 200 and please click the button soft reserved directly. 1 second. And as we can see here in information line, sales line has been soft reserved successful. So we provide soft reserve from supply chain management application as well. Now let's make some experiments. First of all, let's try to provide a physical reserve for a second line without soft reserve. Choose the second line, click inventory, reservation. So please pay attention that available physical is still 730 and it's more than enough to make a physical reserve for 100. So I'll click reserve lot and as you may see, we got an error. So you cannot proceed without soft reservation record on current order line. This happened because in our configuration, we have a block option for the physical reserve without soft reservation previously. So let's try to make a soft reservation before physical one. Let's go back to sales order, click inventory, soft reserve. So as you may see, not soft reserved 100. So let's click reserve directly again. And we got an information, sales line has been soft reserved validation failed. Let's open the information tab and we can see the information message. There are 30 quantities available for reservation, which are not enough. So as we remember, we have physical available amount for 730 amounts of product. Then we provide a soft reserve from our IP request for 500. Then soft reserve from our first line in sales order for 200. That means we have only 30 quantity available for the soft reserve. So it's not enough to make 100 soft reservation from the second line from the sales order. Let's go to our IP request software and try to make a soft reservation from there. I'll change request and change quantity for 100. So let's send the request again And you can see that we got the same message as from supply chain management application, that there are only 30 quantities available for soft reservation, which are not enough because we set the quantity for 100. So, as you may see, inventory visibility with soft reservation control the amount online very quickly, and it helps us and defend us from overbooking. So now let's time to go to inventory visibility application exactly and make a brief look through it. So this is inventory visibility application. And as you can see, it's look not very user-friendly. We have more than 5,000 rows here. So let's make a little configuration of it. And for the beginning, let's add some filters. We will add 4 of them for organization ID. Also, we add filter for product ID. Another one for site. And the last one for warehouse. Mark them all, apply. And you can see that we have only 2 rows, which is much better, but still we have a lot of columns. So let's configure them too. We have the dimensions and measures here to configure it. Let's open the first one, default dimension. So as I told earlier, you can turn on any dimensions you want to, but for our example, we use only 2 of them. We use location ID and site ID. So I turn off other dimensions, and let's check the measures. So this is a message from different data sources, and we use only 2 data sources. We use inventory visibility data source. This is data source we made reserve with API requests. And also we use finance and operation data source. So I will turn off other measures from other resources, and also I'm going to turn off some measures from F&O because we have a lot of them, just to make our interface more clear. You can configure it whatever you want here. So now it's look clear, and let's analyze the results. So as you may see, we still have 730 physical available from finance and operation data source. So this is available physical amount in our ERP system. And the second line, we have 500 soft reserved from EV, it means inventory visibility. So this amount is 500 we soft reserved from our API requests, and 200 also soft reserved from finance and operations application. So as you may see, yeah, we have soft reserved, and we can see it in inventory visibility. And as we saw earlier, it controls the amount of available physical. So we cannot make soft reserve for more than 30 amount already. This is it from my side with the demonstration. So 1 second, I will switch to our presentation again. One more second. Yeah. Here it is. Thank you, Gabriel.
Super. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Andrew, also for such a comprehensive overview. And I think right now it's time to go to Q&A session. And let me see what we have in the chat. Okay, first question from Will. If we have a supply chain management license, should we pay extra for inventory visibility add-in? Andrew, tell us, please, should we pay extra for this add-in, or it's already included in Dynamics license?
Oh, thank you. It's a great question. For companies that have a valid supply chain management license, inventory visibility is available at no extra cost. Your supply chain management license includes default storage and API capacity, so you can start to try out the inventory visibility add-on. If you require more storage and API capacity, you can purchase a Microsoft Power Platform Professional license. Since inventory visibility is based on Microsoft Power Platform and it's subject to Microsoft Power Platform storage capacity and API limits.
Thank you, Andrew. And I think we have another one from Helena. Yeah. Helena asks us, is it possible for the available soft reserve amount calculation include inventory transaction with status ordered? Peter, please share your insights with us on this topic.
Yeah, sure, with pleasure. So by default, the available amount for the soft reservation calculation is only available physical amount, subtract soft reserved amount, as we all saw a few moments earlier. But also in inventory visibility application, you can configure calculated measures in calculated measures tab. So you can configure your own formulas, which may consist of any fields, any dimensions, any measures from the data source. So as ordered amount is one of the measures in finance and operation applications. So you can make your own formula for soft reservation amount as available physical amount, subtract soft reservation from all data sources, and subtract or add if you want ordered amount from the F&O data source. So the answer would be yes. Yeah, you can configure it, your calculated measures, and add transactions with status order to your available amount.
Super. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Andrew. I think, let me check. Yeah, I think we are finished with the questions. And I wanted to say that we really appreciate all of our guests for joining us in this really in-depth discussion about the upcoming release in Dynamics 365 supply chain management. And as you can see right now on the screen, we have shared the helpful links with the detailed documentation. Please, if you have any questions while reviewing the materials, feel free to contact our experts directly through their LinkedIn pages. And please use QR codes on the screen to go to links.